Avicenna, a name synonymous with brilliance in the field of medicine. But who was Avicenna? What were the significant contributions of this polymath that earned him the title of the father of modern medicine? Join us as we delve into the life and achievements of one of history's most influential thinkers. Avicenna, born in 980 CE in the Central Asian region of Khwarezm, which is today part of Uzbekistan, was a child prodigy. At the tender age of 10, he had already memorized the entire Quran. By his teenage years, he had mastered the intricacies of logic, mathematics, and astronomy, and it wasn't long before he started practicing medicine, often outshining doctors many years his senior. In his youth, he traveled extensively throughout Central Asia and the Middle East, soaking up knowledge like a sponge. During his travels, he honed his medical skills, treating patients and learning from other physicians. However, despite his vast knowledge and experience, Avicenna never pursued or received a formal medical degree. His talent was so evident that it superseded the need for any academic qualification. Avicenna rose to prominence after he successfully cured the Samanid prince of an unnamed illness when he was just 17 years old. This remarkable feat gained him access to the royal libraries, which were filled with ancient Greek, Persian, and Indian texts. Here he spent countless hours poring over manuscripts, expanding his body of knowledge. It was during this period that Avicenna started writing, not just about medicine, but also physics, chemistry, psychology, and philosophy. His prolific writing career resulted in over 450 works, with at least 240 surviving to this day. However, it is his medical writings that have immortalized his name. His most notable work, the Canon of Medicine, was a 5-volume encyclopedia that became the standard medical text in both Europe and the Islamic world for over 600 years. The Canon of Medicine was revolutionary for its time. It covered a wide range of diseases, symptoms, and treatments, providing detailed descriptions of various illnesses and their remedies. One of the most significant contributions of the Canon of Medicine was the introduction of the concept of contagious disease. Avicenna recognized that certain diseases could be spread through contact with infected individuals or contaminated objects. This understanding led him to recommend measures such as quarantine and isolation of the sick, which are now fundamental to public health practices. Furthermore, Ibn Sina was a strong advocate for the use of clinical observation and experimentation in the diagnosis and treatment of diseases. He emphasized the importance of examining patients thoroughly and considering all possible causes of their illnesses before arriving at a diagnosis. This approach was a departure from the prevailing humoral theory of medicine, which dominated Western thought until the 19th century. Humoral theory, based on the ideas of ancient Greek physicians, believed that health was determined by the balance of 4 humors or fluids in the body, and illnesses were treated by restoring this balance. In contrast, Avicenna's approach was more empirical and focused on understanding the underlying causes of diseases. Ibn Sina's impact on the medical world was so profound that he earned the title of the father of modern medicine. His emphasis on observation, experimentation, and rational thinking laid the groundwork for the scientific method in medicine, influencing generations of physicians and scientists. But Avicenna was not just a physician, he was a true Renaissance man, excelling in various fields of knowledge and making significant contributions to multiple disciplines. Avicenna's philosophical work was deeply rooted in his religious beliefs. He sought to reconcile Aristotelian philosophy with Islamic theology, and his efforts had a profound impact on medieval Christian thinkers. One of his most influential philosophical works, the Book of Healing, was a commentary on Aristotle's metaphysics, while his incoherence of the philosophers attempted to refute the views of those who opposed Islamic theology. Despite his religious commitments, Avicenna's philosophical ideas were considered radical by some of his contemporaries. His belief in a rational and empirical approach to knowledge challenged traditional religious beliefs and practices. Avicenna's impact on philosophy was immense. His ideas helped shape both Islamic and European intellectual traditions and paved the way for the development of rational theology. His work served as a bridge between the ancient Greek philosophers and medieval Christian thinkers, influencing giants like Thomas Aquinas. Avicenna's contribution to science was equally remarkable. He made significant advancements in various fields, including astronomy, physics, and chemistry. His work on light, for example, was particularly groundbreaking. In his book, The Book of Optics, Avicenna discussed the nature of light and vision, challenging the prevailing theories of his time. He argued that light was not emitted by the eye, as some believed, but was reflected from objects to the eye. He also explained the phenomenon of multiple images and discussed the role of the cornea and lens in the eye in forming images. His work laid the foundation for later developments in optics and earned him the title of the father of modern optics. Similarly, his work in physics and chemistry was equally groundbreaking. He made significant contributions to the understanding of motion, gravity, and the properties of matter. His ideas challenged the long-held beliefs of his time and paved the way for the development of modern scientific theories. For instance, he proposed that objects fall to the ground because of a force of nature rather than because they were heavy, as was commonly believed. He also developed a theory of heat that was based on the idea that heat was produced by the motion of particles, long before the kinetic theory of matter was developed. Moreover, Avicenna's work had a profound impact on the development of science in both the Islamic world and Europe. His emphasis on observation, experimentation, and rational thinking laid the groundwork for the scientific method and inspired generations of scientists. Despite his immense contributions, Avicenna faced his share of challenges and adversities. He lived during a time of political instability and upheaval, and he himself faced persecution and imprisonment on several occasions. These experiences deeply affected him and his work. For instance, his book, The Book of Secrets, which discussed topics like alchemy and astrology, was banned by the Caliph and he was forced to flee Baghdad. Similarly, his philosophical ideas were often at odds with the religious establishment, and he was frequently criticized and persecuted for his views. Yet through all these challenges, Avicenna's spirit remained unbroken. He continued to write and teach, sharing his knowledge with anyone who was willing to learn. He believed that knowledge was the ultimate power and that it should be accessible to all. Despite facing opposition and adversity, he never wavered in his commitment to seeking truth and understanding. His story is a testament to the power of the human spirit and the importance of pursuing knowledge in the face of all obstacles. The life and work of Avicenna serve as a reminder of the incredible contributions that Muslim scholars made to the advancement of knowledge and civilization. His story is a testament to the power of the human mind and the importance of embracing diversity and cross-cultural exchange. He was born in an era when the Islamic world was at the forefront of scientific and intellectual discovery, and he contributed significantly to this rich heritage. His work was a product of his time, reflecting the intellectual ferment and cultural exchange that characterized the Islamic Golden Age. Avicenna's lasting impact on science, medicine, and philosophy is a legacy that continues to inspire and influence people around the world. His work has been translated into numerous languages, and his ideas have shaped the course of human history. His contributions to medicine alone have earned him a place among the greatest thinkers of all time. His emphasis on observation, experimentation, and rational thinking laid the foundation for the scientific method and helped usher in the era of modern science. Similarly, his philosophical work bridged the gap between ancient Greek thought and medieval Christian thought, influencing some of the greatest minds of his time. His ideas on light and optics revolutionized our understanding of the natural world, and his work in physics and chemistry challenged long-held beliefs and paved the way for new discoveries. Avicenna's life was not without its challenges and adversities, but he persevered in the face of persecution and imprisonment, never wavering in his commitment to seeking truth and sharing his knowledge with others. In conclusion, the life and work of Avicenna, the father of modern medicine, serves as a shining example of the power of the human mind to understand and improve our world. His contributions to science and medicine were nothing short of revolutionary, and his impact on our world continues to be felt today. Whether through his groundbreaking medical texts, his philosophical insights, or his scientific discoveries, Avicenna's legacy lives on and inspires future generations of thinkers and doers. We hope you enjoyed learning more about this brilliant mind and the contributions he made to our world. If you did, please remember to subscribe and stay tuned for more videos on the great minds who have shaped our world. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.